page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they all wanna slice. Yeah, breed the envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. A real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. No. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Fields going to change things up here.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Briggs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First play's a run with Nwangwu.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, the Vikings sit 11-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Up the middle, Nwangwu.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run has been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Nwongu with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Briggs, and he is going to lose yardage here. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
18, 5 years. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3rd and long. It's Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's low. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney from 4 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
60 average, 60 average. Come 19, come 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
60 Bobcats, 19 Lions. Hurt. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. First down now, but that clock rolling. Fields now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangwu.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 in. Riggs, Riggs.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here we go, shot. 65, 65.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hey, smash.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Off play action, Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
79 Broncos. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, this is blocked. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down now, it's Briggs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 5. They'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Okay,
now they
ready?
face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. to throw again. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from going up by 30. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a throw here, hold in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Up the middle they go. Briggs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
11.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Briggs, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. One play action, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's to the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, 99 yards. And the Vikings stretch this fourth-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And my goodness, another interception. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. On the give is Nwangu. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hey, check that. Check that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Briggs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now how about this? They'll change it at the line.
11.
They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ready.
On 2nd down, McMillan. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.